now you're a mystic writer, and
Right.
your specialty is talking about the simulation theory, which I've heard a little bit about, and you reference this to being the true matrix, half Truman, half matrix. For those people that haven't seen those movies, I've seen The Truman Show, I haven't seen The Matrix. I've tried to see it 3 or 4
Wow,
times.
you haven't seen The Matrix.
I know. Can you tell
Wow.
us what you think is similar in each of those movies so people can kind of get an understanding of what is going on here in this reality?
Well, if you've seen The Truman Show, I'll just recap briefly. If you haven't seen The Truman Show, Jim Carrey played this guy named Truman. Truman. He was the only man there. Everything around him was an illusion. Everyone was an actor. He was on a reality TV show that he didn't know. And there were this guy, what was it, Christoff? He's a takeoff of Christ. He was in the moon watching and orchestrating Truman's life just as a show. People are probably quite familiar with the movie. And then, of course, the Matrix movie. You're the only person in the world who probably hasn't seen that movie, where Morpheus and Neo,
I tried, I swear. It's like Marmite. I keep trying and I just can't get into it for some reason, but I will. Go.
Yeah. So again, the idea is that everything's an illusion around you, except Morpheus and Neo, they were in another reality outside the construct. They could project their consciousness into the Matrix. Everyone in the world's got to be familiar with this idea by now. And there was an overlap. There was like their consciousness was there. They were real people, and yet some weren't. Some were what we call NPCs. Some were like real, Morpheus and Neo, and yet they weren't real because they were just projections of illusions. So contemplating this and like what's real behind the illusion, I've come up with this idea I call the Truman Matrix, combination of the Truman Show movie and the Matrix. Where, okay, so the technological analogy is if you've got an avatar in a game, as a human, I'm manipulating the avatar, it's total illusion.